Nah, this generation, boy. So a woman can't even go to a concert now without having some man trying to do nonsense. Man trying to bust a nut on her physically. It's a madness. This generation, seriously, seriously. Let me get into the article, yeah, before I drop my own little thing on this, yeah. But apparently, man was arrested for essaying a fan during Gunna's O2 Arena concert. So basically the artist Gunna, again, this new era thing, Gunna's performing, and this man obviously has been arrested after allegedly essaying a woman in the middle of the crowd during a show at London's O2 Arena. The woman whose identity is being protected, well, we've seen a picture of her now online. She's the one who posted the video, actually. Was with friends in the standing area of rapper Gunna's concert on Wednesday, the 25th of March. Okay, I would say she's probably standing there, and I assume he's standing beside her or next to her. A man was doing his thing, wasn't he? Right. In a video posted on social media, a man could be seen approaching her from behind, okay, as she sang along, seemingly unaware of him. She said her whole experience at the show had been ruined, sharing she spent the whole day crying because she kept reliving the incident. Okay. Security and officers at the major music venue were alerted to the assault and took the man into custody at the scene. Okay. Right, so alright, that makes sense. Right, so basically, she's saying there her night's been ruined. Listen, it's more than that. She's been violated. That should come first, The experience is one thing, the violation is something else. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing she should obviously take. Well, she should be looking at if I was in her shoes, although I'm not. But hey, the violation. I mean, if we break it down, the fact that she was essayed, and that is essay. Man was, I don't know what these guys are on these days. And I've seen the video. I'm actually going to attach it to this one, or post it separately. But the bottom line is, I've seen the video. And, the man looks like one of those just bushmen, just, oblivious. Because when she's saying all that and she's coming at him, he's just standing there and just like an animal, just mundane. No, listen, a real man would be, if it wasn't true, a real man would be remonstrating, like, what you doing? No, and, because a lot of women do all kinds of things for clout. So a real man remonstrating and saying, no, that's not true. And if it wasn't, yeah, and we could obviously see by his emotion and how the way he's dropping it, then obviously, that would be the thing. That could be a thing, because women do lie, same way men lie, whatever. But in this instance, that would have been a thing. But here, this animal, he's just standing there, and then in the end, you see him being marched off by security guards. Apparently, she's alleging, claiming, or seemingly saying that he did that, then went and changed clothes, whatever. Maybe he was seen changing clothes and coming back out. If that's the case, then that's even more of an issue. Because why are you bringing a spare set of clothes to a concert for? Maybe you did that. Maybe you went to a concert looking to, dare I say, bust a nut on the girl. Then obviously, then they make a move, exit, change clothes, and then bail out. So if you do get caught, then you can say, no, it's not me. I'll accept different clothes, or say it's not me because, your DNA would not be at the time on those. Your DNA would not be on. Well, it would be, but you'd have more of an excuse if you change clothes, basically. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want to digress. But yeah, if that's the case, then it's premeditated. So maybe he's going there looking for girls and then pressing on them and busting a nut. Just on this case, it might have gotten the girl, I don't know. But ultimately, it's wrong. It's disgusting. And if that's the case, then boy, that's a sentence, That's a sentence. That is a sentence. Sorry. I know some of these people haven't got no standards, or if it's because your friend, do refer to my video, Black People's Court, because, he's your friend or you know him through someone, give him a pass, give him a suspended sentence. No, man, maybe she's wrong. Maybe it was her boyfriend who did it. Usual bullshit. Anyway, usual nonsense I hear from these people. The bottom line is 5-year minimum sentence. 5 years for that. You know, just looking at some of the comments here, as I do sometimes. And yeah, some good ones here. Yeah, just like that, he got himself registered for life. Exactly. You're on the SA register now for life. Just for that little moment there. You couldn't have done it at home. Couldn't use your imagination. That moment there just cost you, probably all your life, your career. What song from Gunna even possibly gonna get him that horny? Don't think it's the music. I think it was the girl, and the fact that he's physically brushing on her like a savage. That's what that's about. You know what I mean? That's nonsense. How you manage to concentrate that hard in the middle of a concert in order to do that? Again, these savage men just see a piece of flesh, piece of skirt, and they're doing what they're doing. If that's okay, look at him. I'm looking at his picture now. That's an animal. That's a beast. That's a predator. That's a real quote predator. That's just an animal. There's no, rhyme or reason there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Take the evidence from your clothes and go to the police. Exactly. All this snitching rubbish. No. Go to the police. Go to the police. Let them handle it. Let's see what they'll do this time. Because obviously they've been very lax or very nonchalant when it comes to women of colour being assaulted. So let's see how they handle this. Let's see how they handle this one. Here's a final comment. Now, this is wild. With the F. They should have jumped him on the spot. They should have jumped him right on the spot. Should have, but end of the day, maybe man's around there don't know the situation. Don't know exactly what's going on there. You know what I mean? In some cases, it's her word against his. And with all this social media going around now, where some women's actually have a genuine case, but because of other women putting other women in disrepute, then some men aren't going to be quick to jump in. Let's not forget the reputation of women of colour these days now. So all these things factor in as to why men aren't going to be quick to jump in. Back in the day, our time, pull man to the side. What happened here? Once we got the facts, if he's in the wrong, licks. You get beat down for that. Now it's just, it's just different. Men these days are wide different, evidently. And B, women just have a different, there's just a different view on women these days. But hey, ultimately, it's wrong. And like I said, that savage, 5-year sentence. Out.